How to pronounce the programmer's abbreviation Char. In many programming languages, Char is a type name for character values. The word character is pronounced with a k sound, but what about Char? While trying to find the answer elsewhere, I learned that there is an English word Char which is pronounced tsat-smiley-r, but it has nothing to do with characters. How would you read the following piece of code out loud? Is it a K-R, T Latin letter E-R, or a tsat-smiley-r? I've always used the last, but I have no idea whether it's correct.
While trying to find the answer elsewhere, I learned that there is an English word char which is pronounced tsat-face-r, but it has nothing to do with characters. I'm certain that this is why many people say tsat-face-r. To answer your question, I would say tsat-face-r when I read Char A. I can find the reference right now, of course, but either one of my Java books or my teacher said that the person who thought of the char keyword pronounced it care because they were named / working with / obsessed with / father of someone named Karen.
Read Char. I agree with Karthik. I pronounce it like the first syllable of character. I've heard people pronounce it Char, that is, pronounce the ch as in chair and then as in car. This does bring up the question why we spell the word character and not character or character. I think we should start a movement to change that. It never occurred to me before that this looks just like char as in burn slightly. I pronounce that with ch as in chair. I suppose that's not all that surprising. There are other words that are spelled the same but pronounced differently, like polish, rub something to make it shine, and Polish, the nationality. The former has a short o and the latter a long o. Oh, it occurs to me that most people I talk to pronounce the SQL type va-char as va-car, i.e. pronounce the char part to sound like car as in automobile and the va part to rhyme with it. But all of this is anecdotal. I doubt I've heard more than a few dozen people pronounce these words, and all in a few small groups, so they might easily have influenced each other. And I don't think Google Grams has pronunciations to get any large-scale statistics.
Note this answer was previously posted to a question which has since been deleted on programmers.stackexchange.com. The abbreviated form char, short for character, can be pronounced in several different ways in American English. Here's how you represent the various pronunciations in American English using the International Phonetic Alphabet. Char as in charbroiled /tr/. Char as in car /kr/. Char as in character /kr/. Char as in care /ker/. For many speakers of American English, including myself, the /ae/ sound before /r/ is merged with the /e/ sound. That is, the words Mary and Mary are pronounced the same. For these people, number 3 and number 4 are indistinguishably pronounced like number 4. People with this merger are often confused if someone else tries to explain the distinction between number 3 and number 4. I have heard all these forms used, and as a descriptivist, I would make no attempt to declare any as correct. Each has different arguments for and against, which I will enumerate below. This form has the advantage of being obvious, that is, it is pronounced the way a naive pronunciation of an unknown English word would be pronounced. It is also how the unrelated but identically spelled verb char is pronounced. On the downside, it preserves neither the initial /k/ sound nor the vowel of the word the abbreviation is derived from, character. This form maintains the initial /k/ sound from character but is otherwise pronounced as spelled. It does not preserve the vowel from character. This form maintains both the initial /k/ sound and the vowel from character. It is the most faithful to the source word. On the downside, /r/ is not a phonotactically valid way for a word to end. The sequence /r/ is only possible if there are additional vowels, as in Mary or character. That is, if you say /kr/ as an independent word, it is a violation of the normal phonotactic constraints of spoken English. Furthermore, it is a completely non-obvious pronunciation if you don't already know that char is short for character and how character is pronounced. This form is very similar to number 3, being quite faithful to the underlying form, but with the advantage of not violating the phonotactic constraint against words ending in /r/. For people with the Mary merger, it is not actually perceived to be different from number 3 at all. On the downside, it is a completely non-obvious pronunciation if you don't already know that char is short for character and how character is pronounced. Also, if you do distinguish number 3 and number 4, then number 4 does not actually have the same vowel as character. Each possible pronunciation has its own set of advantages and disadvantages, which is why there is a diversity of pronunciation in the field. There is no form that is clearly better than all the others. Furthermore, the different possibilities are bound up in a dialectical difference that most speakers of American English are unaware of. So when discussions of how to pronounce char come up, often two people are talking about dialectical differences when what they think they are talking about is a lexical difference.
I will reiterate what Jarn Stroustrup has to say. Char is usually pronounced char, not car. This may seem illogical because character is pronounced character, but nobody ever accused English pronunciation, not pronunciation, smiley face, and spelling of being logical. This URL.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.